Join the action here live now. Kevin KYLAR leading 3-0 in the first set. Oh, a fantastic drop shot there from Shane Nicholls. He's been using that drop shot to good effect all week here. But the Deer Lodge Tennis Classic, we've got the number 1 and the number 2 players here in the final. Kevin KYLAR barely dropping a game all tournament long, leading so far 3-0 here early on, up a double break already. Shane in a little bit of trouble. Shane, the second seed, defeating Sean Grassi in his semifinal yesterday. A little bit of an opening here for Nicholls. Try and get himself back into this first set. Long rally here. Neither player really putting a lot of pace on the ball yet in this rally. Both just looking for an opening, and KYLAR with a good deep ball there, causing the error from Nicholls. Kevin looking to extend his lead here. Already up 3-0. About to be joined momentarily in the broadcast booth by tournament director and Open semifinalist Sean Grassi, as I see him making his way up the stairs into the booth here. KYLAR just a little long with that serve. Oh. Ball coming into play. And coming into play as well, here he is, tournament director Sean Grassi. Sean, welcome to the broadcast booth. How's the tournament been going so far here?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Trevor. It's been going great. This is sort of the second stop on the Open Tour for the summer at the Winnipeg Lawn earlier, and 81 players for this tournament. Been very successful. Beside this match is the wheelchair final. I got 5 wheelchair players added to the event. You know, players in all different categories, skill level based, singles and doubles. Been pretty fortunate weather-wise. Just a little bit of rain on that first weekend, but you know, to get through today, very lucky with that. And feature 2 of the top players here in our men's open singles final. Number 1 ranked Kevin KYLAR, and not far behind Shane Nicholls, who won the Winnipeg Lawn tournament, the first one of the summer. So good match for the crowd to see here, and both players so far look like they're playing pretty well.
And Shane's got himself back to deuce here. Chance to try and work his way back into this first set, down a double break early. Not somewhere he wants to be against Kevin. Kevin's very tough to hold your serve against, and now that it looks like he's been working on his serve a little bit in the over the last year or so, then that's an area of improvement for sure in his game, which is going to make him that much tougher for any of the local players to beat. And I know we've got a big tournament that is coming up here in a couple of weeks here, Sean. You want to tell us a little bit about the pro tournament that we have here that hopefully Kevin's going to be playing in the qualifying, and hopefully I'll have a chance to qualify and understand that there's been a big increase in prize money this year.
Yeah, a big change to the men's event. We've had this pro tournament in Winnipeg for a few years now. It originated at Sargent Park Tennis Garden for the men's, the future event. Was there for a couple of years and went to Winnipeg Lawn. And the women's challenger at Winnipeg Lawn has been here since 2013. So now it's a combined event, men's and women's. And the men's side has been upgraded from a futures to a challenger, and the prize money has gone up. It's going to be $75,000 tournament on the men's side, $25,000 on the women's. It's July 9th to 17th. So for the men's side, you could be looking at guys as high as 50, 60 in the world. You know, some household names you may have seen on TV. Perhaps their ranking has dropped slightly, and now they're trying to work their way back onto the main tour, so they play on the challenger circuit. Maybe some of the young guys that we saw perform well at the French Open, one of which made the final, another one made the semis. Good chance, we'll see one or both of those guys here in Winnipeg. Many of the future stars in the game will be here both on the men's and women's side. Tickets are only $5 for a day pass, $25 for the week. You can go to tennismanitoba.com for more information on that.
Yeah, you really can't beat that price, $5 a day. It's very reasonable to come in and see some very high world-class tennis. It's going to be really exciting. What is it, 10 days over at Winnipeg Lawn? Yeah, 9-day tournament. Back to the match here. Nicholls did not get the break there, so he's down love 4. And KYLAR showing some good defense here. Nicholls with the overhead coming right into the broadcast booth. Both these players fairly close in age, wouldn't you say, Sean? Do you know how old both these two are?
They're both early 20s. I know they were, sort of same age group in juniors, and they practice together all the time, so very familiar with their games. You had a chance to play both these guys, as did you, in the tournament, and yeah, we both noticed Kevin's serve has definitely picked up. One area of his game he probably wanted to work on, and against me he had several aces, bringing a little more heat in his serve. Shane as well has picked up his serve. He's got quite a bit of movement on it, lots of kick. So he's going to have to, try to use that as a weapon. There's good evidence there. And I serve out wide to Kevin's backhand. So, to get back in this match, he's got to win a few sort of free points like that, or at least, as a setup for his next ball, try to win a few easy points. Kevin defends so well, so we got to be able to, bring some offense. And I saw early on in the match, Shane employed the drop shot a little bit. That's a shot he used pretty well against me. Try using that feel and maybe trying to bring Kevin forward. I don't think you want to give Kevin the same look all the time. And another shot I noticed Shane did very well was his cross-court backhand, sort of dipping shot. If you can bring Kevin forward and sort of use that angle, generates angles pretty well. I think if he looks to sort of out-hit Kevin from the baseline, Kevin defends so well, that's probably not his best strategy. I think if he maybe kind of use his big serve and kind of mix it up with his touch a little bit, he's got a good drop shot and lob and those angles.
Yeah, he used that drop and volley drop to great effect against me as well when I played him earlier in the tournament. Hit some real nice ones, and as you said, that's the shot. The backhand cross court, but both shots that he pulls wide, I feel like he's really improved in that this year. I felt like he was pulling me wider off court, then he'd move in and hit a little cross-court volley drop. He's good at that, and like I said, if he needs to consistently get that first serve and that ball just a little bit wide. Nicholls has found a few first serves here this game. He's going to need another here if he's going to avoid going down love 5 in the opening set here against Kevin KYLAR. This is the classic horn from the car as they drive by here at Deer Lodge. Never fails as you come by. People think they're unique. So, Sean, as you were mentioning earlier, we had other events here. We got the wheelchair final going on right now next door. We had the 3.5, 4.5 earlier in the week. Have all those finals been played?
Yeah, many of them have been. Yesterday we had a couple. Alex Chai defeated Murray Cobb in the men's 4.5 final. Sean Sofasath from Portage La Prairie battled the Young Guns, beat Marcello Adino in the men's 5.0. So 2 juniors who are beating the adults pretty consistently right now and are making their way up to the open ranks pretty quickly. I know that was sort of a feature match yesterday. A lot of the people here enjoyed watching those young players play. Today, the women's open singles will be decided. It's a round robin. There's 4 players. And Samantha Lee and Eleanor Chapunt, who is also a junior. They're both 2-0, so they'll play after this match, and the winner will win the round robin there. And perhaps I should explain to the viewers the men's open singles format for this tournament, which we're trying out, and we'll also do at the Tuxedo Open. is that we got down to a final 8 players. 4 got direct entry based on Rogers' rankings, and they were joined by 4 qualifiers to make up a Masters Cup style 2 groups of 4. So the final 8 played their round robin matches. Each player got 3 matches in there, and then the top 2 from those groups advanced to yesterday's semifinals. Kevin KYLAR defeating my colleague here, Trevor Borland, and then Shane. Yeah, it is a squeaker, but and then Shane Nicholls, the assistant club